Is he with us? Is he with Sandag or Carlton, this guy? Because he got interviewed last time in Georgia Meet. And he was,
think so.
yeah, he was, yeah, he's here again. He might be with Sandag. So the same kid. Okay. Okay, chew your food first.
Well, you got a donut.
We have this one, so you go to the different units and you get the song. There you go. Yeah, and then the prize is you bring it back to them, you get the 2 lights. Yeah, yeah. And then I'm going to take Bell, we have shirts, we have great
Carry that, pull it. Yeah, there you go, show it. Oh no!
Jessica with SANDAG.
I'm all brown. Nice to meet you.
I didn't think you guys were going to be able to show. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah. Are they going to get started soon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm just waiting on one thing. I told them at 10:10. You gotta go. Is that okay? You gotta get in and out.
Oh, no, it's no problem. I just want to get updated and everything like that. So, yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Are you here on your own?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just me.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, while we're waiting, I was just wondering, are you interested in an interview with our council president, Johnny Rivera?
Who's actually going to be talking?
He'll be speaking as well.
Okay.
But if you wanted something else, like just why are we here today kind of deal? No big deal. If you just need to sound from the pressure, it's totally fine.
Yeah, just the pressure.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
No
you so
worries.
much.
I just wanted to offer the opportunity.
No, I appreciate it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome to the new bike opening. If you're going to be joining us for the community bike ride, please come on over here and join us. We're going to have a few opening remarks. So glad to see you all out here on this glorious day in San Diego.
Hi, good morning. Just an announcement. If you need interpretation, please head to this table under the tree, and we have some headsets from you. Y si necesita interpretación esta mañana, habrá auriculares disponibles debajo del árbol. Esta mesita aquí. Muchas gracias. From English to Spanish, de inglés al español.
Charlie, are those people in the background in your photos? Because I'll move them.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're not.
Okay.
They just moved, so. Oh, we need to put somebody in there to kind of give him a signal. Get out. Okay. So, okay, that's fine.
Okay, we're good. Well, good morning. Glad to be here today. My name is Hassan Ikrat. I'm the CEO of SANDAG. My job is easy. First of all, to thank all of you, thank all people from SANDAG and Caltrans for making this possible. But today, my job is to introduce a man I have a great respect for, and that's the Council President, Sean Rivera. I didn't know him for a long time, but the time I know him, I saw a leader that's not only gonna try to move this region forward, but try to move it in such a way that we all in San Diego have access to transportation, opportunities, and housing. Not to put pressure on him, but he is really the guy that we're looking for to move us forward. So it's my great pleasure to introduce the busy man who has another 5 events today, Council President of San Diego, Sean Rivera.
Thank you, Hassan. It's really, really good to be here. Again, my name is Sean Rivera. I am really, really proud to be the council member for District 9, where we are this morning, and San Diego City Council President. So what are we here to do? We are here to celebrate the grand opening of the Landis Bikeway, which is the 3rd SANDAG Bikeway to be completed this year, marking a grand total of 11 miles of new bikeways SANDAG has opened this year alone. That's an awesome achievement. But before we get into what that means for the community, I want to make sure I say thank you to the community who helped make this happen. And so that means Caltrans, the City of San Diego County Bicycle Coalition, Bike SD, and many more, including especially City Heights CDC and the Built Environment team, who advocated for these bike lanes and continuously uplift the mobility needs of our community. It takes a huge effort to transform the way a region moves, and it requires vision and commitment, and City Heights CDC and that Built Environment team, they have that, and they've been at it for a very long time, and let's make sure we recognize that work as well. So we're adding 3 miles of new bikeways to the Landis Bikeway, and that is great. But it's not about the bikeways, right? It's about what the bikeways lead us to, that I think is so much more important, and who it serves. This is going to connect my community to other neighborhoods and will allow me, selfishly, to bike to work more safely, more efficiently. But that just touches the surface. This is going to make it easier for people to get to where they need to go while exploring neighborhoods and local businesses. This is going to expand opportunities for education and for exploring the job market. I see someone, Tyler, you want to step forward real quick? This is actually a really good example. So Tyler Sepulveda here. What does it mean when we create a more inclusive transportation system? It means that folks like Tyler, who I met while he was a student at UCSD, can get to and from the internship that he worked at with me. And with that experience, he can go work at a place like SANDAG and transform his lived experience into the action that SANDAG is taking. That happens because we create an inclusive transportation system. And it shouldn't have been so hard for Tyler. It shouldn't have taken precarious rides on his electric skateboard or hour-long rides on the bus. But we're building that better system, and I know Tyler's seen it come together, and he's helping make it happen. And I think that Tyler is the living embodiment of what we're trying to do here, which is create easier pathways for folks with immense potential like Tyler to achieve that potential. So this is why we're excited for the Landis Bikeway. And why I'm so excited to share something else. Just last week, SANDAG joined MTS, NCTD, and community leaders to announce the upcoming launch of the Youth Opportunity Pass. So what is that? That is a pilot program that is going to provide free transit passes to everybody 18 years old and under from May 2022 to June 2023. And I make no secret about it, I want that to be permanent. And the reason why is what I just described. So that every young person in every community has access to the transportation they need to fulfill their potential. And one last quick thing about that Youth Opportunity Pass program. The advocacy for that effort started right here, in this neighborhood. So not only is it a great project and it's going to lead to incredible opportunity, it's a great example of what community leadership looks like and what we all can gain by stepping back and hearing the community. Right? And so the moms and the grandmothers who right here in City Heights over a decade ago started saying we need transit passes for our youth. When it comes live next month, this will be a product of their work and is a lesson for all of us in leadership positions to listen to the community, to work with the community and respond to their needs. So with that, I want to applaud again SANDAG for your vision and leadership, especially you, Hassan, for leaning into the changes that need to be made to make this a more inclusive region. The timing could not be better for the announcement, the unveiling of this bikeway than here on Earth Day, as we are working day after day to create a more sustainable transportation network. So thank you again. This is very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to riding with you all for at least a little bit today. And now I'd like to introduce Caltrans District 11 Director Gustavo Gallarda from Caltrans.
Thank you, Council President Elo Rivera. It is an honor to be here. Like Council President mentioned, I'm Gustavo Gallarda, and I'm the District 11 Director for Caltrans. Our district covers San Diego and Imperial County. It is an honor because I'm here with agencies that share the same values as Caltrans, the city and SANDAG, and I want to thank them for inviting us to be a part of this. Caltrans plays a key role as being the Department of Transportation to provide modes of transportation for all users. That includes people that are driving, people that are using transit, but importantly, people that are walking and biking. And I say importantly because as climate gets worse, we need to look for cleaner ways to move around, cleaner and healthier ways to move around. And projects like the one that we're cutting the ribbon today do exactly that. They turn our communities into more vibrant communities. They connect schools, parks. So they make all the plans that we put together, our climate action plan for transportation infrastructure, Vision Zero, the city's climate plan, they make all those plans a reality. So it's really important to get these projects done. I'm really looking forward to riding this bike path today. I rode on it partly on the way here. I'm looking forward to riding it with the bike community. Where are our friends from the bike community? Can we hear from them out there? ¿Dónde están los amigos de la comunidad ciclista? Muy bien. So it is great to be here with all of you today. And I want to mention something about Vision Zero. For those of you that don't know, Vision Zero means zero fatalities, zero major injuries. And unfortunately, bikes and pets are our most vulnerable users out on the roads. So projects like this provide improvements that make it safer for people of all ages and abilities to bike. So that's why they are important, because ultimately more people are going to leave their cars behind, they're going to get into healthier ways to move around, and they're going to do that safely. And that's basically what we're here all to do. So Again, thank you for inviting us to be here. I'm glad to see also out there somebody with an orange shirt. It's a member of our Caltrans community and also a member of this community because we are part of your communities. So thank you again. And next I'm going to hand it off to the City Heights Community Development Corporation Engagement Director or Coordinator, Jesse Ramirez. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking SANDAG staff for their leadership in this project and everyone else here today who took the time to join us this morning. My name is Jesse Ramirez and I am the Community Engagement Coordinator at City Heights CDC, and I am also a lifelong resident of City Heights. When I was small, I remember how much I loved riding my bike. I would always look forward to my dad taking me to the park and riding around. As I grew up, however, I began to outgrow not only my bike, but the park. The park was no longer big enough for me to enjoy bike riding. I tried to adapt to this change by obtaining a bigger bike. However, I could not buy a bigger park. Living in City Heights as a teenager, bicycling infrastructure was practically non-existent. Because of that, I simply stopped cycling. Fast forward to today, and we are starting to see a completely different story. Thanks to community leaders and organizers and SANDAG leadership, we are starting to see bicycling infrastructure in City Heights. But the Landis Bikeway has a deeper impact than simply letting City Heights residents cycle for fun. City Heights, I would say, is the most diverse community in San Diego. The Landis Bikeway will connect residents with one another. Thus, the community will be more connected and allow for residents to truly experience the richness that our community has to offer. The impact of this bikeway will be tremendous. Residents will have alternative modes of transportation to enjoy our communities. With this bike infrastructure, they'll be able to visit places in City Heights such as Park de la Cruz, Officer Jeremy Henwood Memorial Park, and the City Heights Library, places that define City Heights. And what a better day to open it, eh? Right when we are celebrating Earth Day. The Landis Bikeway will provide residents with alternative modes of transportation. Residents will no longer have to rely on a car, which will help our environment and promote a more sustainable living. The benefits of the Landis Bikeway will not be simply felt today. We will see them in many years to come. The project will connect City Heights to other communities like North Park and downtown San Diego. It will also make it easier for residents to go to school, buy groceries, and do daily activities that have deeper impacts in their lives. Once again, City Heights CDC is thankful to the residents and resident groups like the City Heights Built Environment Team who are here today and who have advocated to make the Landis Bikeway possible. We are also thankful to SANDAG for their leadership. We hope that this is the start of something bigger, and we see infrastructure that connects City Heights to communities like Barrio Logan, La Mesa, and South Bay San Diego. With that, I conclude my remarks, and I would like to welcome up City Heights Built Environment Team leader, Esperanza Gonzalez.
Muchas gracias. Mi nombre es Esperanza González. Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Esperanza González. Yo voy a hablarles un poco de la historia del BT. Okay. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the history of our organization. El BT es un grupo de líderes comunitarios y de organizaciones, 4 organizaciones que se unieron en aquel entonces, estoy hablándoles del 2010.
The BTE is a group, a coalition of community organizations and leaders in our community that came into being, I think it would be around 2010.
En ese entonces ya City Heights y varias comunidades estaban ya sobrepobladas y era necesario hacer algo. ¿Por qué? Porque había muchos accidentes ya automovilísticos, ya había congestionamientos, había también enfermedades por cuestión del aire contaminado.
At that time, City Heights was already overpopulated, and it was really time for us to do something because we were having a lot of problems. There were problems that had to do with traffic accidents, there were problems having to do with transportation problems, and also illnesses that had to do with an overpolluted environment.
Nos dimos a la tarea, los grupos comunitarios y las organizaciones, a caminar por las calles, por las avenidas, de día, de tarde, de noche, para ver la problemática y vivir, sentir el problema de las personas porque no eran seguros los cruces peatonales.
So we decided that we had to get to know our neighborhood better, and we started doing walkarounds the neighborhood in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evenings, because we felt that we had to get to know firsthand what the problems and issues our community was facing, because the situation was really intolerable.
Después de tantas y tantas reuniones decidimos usar el suelo, ¿verdad? ¿Y de qué manera? Bueno, vamos a hacer los corredores de bicicletas. En aquel entonces así les llamamos, hoy es ciclovías, pero en aquel entonces eran los corredores de bicicletas.
And so we decided that one of the ways that we could do this would be to take better advantage of our land, our environment that we had, and we decided that it would be through bicycle paths. At that time, these weren't the bicycle pathways that we're seeing now. These were just bicycle paths that existed in a kind of like a natural way for our cyclists.
Los accidentes eran porque era la misma infraestructura antigua que tenían. Ahí donde nosotros fijamos que teníamos que hacer cruces peatonales más seguros.
But we were seeing that there were a lot of accidents because the infrastructure was not there. The infrastructure that existed at the time led to a lot of accidents, and when we saw that there were so many accidents taking place, we knew that we had to have pedestrian crossings that were much more appropriate for our needs.
Así que nos dimos a la tarea, ¿verdad?, de salir con las familias para ver qué avenidas íbamos a elegir para hacer ciclovías más seguros.
And so we set about the task of doing these walkarounds and this exploration together with our families to be able to define which of the avenues would be designated as pedestrian crossways and how we could make our community safer.
Se eligieron las avenidas más amplias. Tenemos, por ejemplo, la avenida Orange, que nos gustó porque esa avenida tiene escuelas, tiene iglesias, tiene bibliotecas a la mano y ese corredor iba a quedar excelente.
And one of the avenues that we identified was, for example, Orange Avenue, and we thought that it was an excellent avenue to identify as a priority because there are schools, there are churches, there are a lot of places that are important to the community along that avenue, and we thought that that would be an excellent place for us to include.
Y así elegimos las demás avenidas. No fue fácil, fue reunión tras reunión, reuniones con SANDAG, pero hoy estoy así como contenta, feliz, porque después de tantos años ya tenemos una inauguración, eso me pone feliz. Digamos que yo no lo voy a disfrutar, pero los jóvenes, nietos, bisnietos lo van a disfrutar, todos los corredores que se van a poner en esta comunidad y en muchas comunidades, porque nos van a mandar a diferentes áreas, a escuelas, a la universidad.
And that's how we were able to identify not only Orange Avenue, but many other roads and important avenues that we knew were going to make everything better for our community. And it wasn't easy. It took a lot of meetings in our communities and a lot of meetings with our community leaders, with SANDAG, and it was a lot of work. Setting up all these meetings and all of the back and forth discussions. But I'm very glad that that has resulted now in what we're seeing today, this inauguration that is going to make it possible for our communities to be much safer. And maybe I won't be able to enjoy it as much, but it's something that will be enjoyed by our grandchildren, by our children, by the entire community for many, many years to come.
En aquel entonces pensamos, van a ejercitar las personas que usan bicicletas, van a hacer ejercicio, van a ahorrar en su presupuesto.
at the time, one of the considerations that we had was that the people that would be using this bicycle path were going to be doing exercise, they were going to be saving money from the family budget because of this.
Entonces el BT es un pequeño grupo que ha trabajado desde hace 10, 11 años, ha trabajado para la comunidad en justicia de transporte, en seguridad peatonal y bueno, encantada yo de pertenecer a este grupo.
So the BTE is a community organization that has worked tirelessly to benefit the community in transportation and in other areas that will benefit the quality of life for us. And I am absolutely proud and delighted to be a member of it.
Bueno, y esto es algo de historia del BTE. Hay mucho que contar cómo nos fue después en los años siguientes, pero bueno, ya lo logramos. Ya estoy contenta.
So this has been a little bit of the history of the BTE. There's so much more that I could tell you. There's so much more history of, how this came to be, but I'm very happy today. I'm very happy to be here for this.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you.
Doy la palabra al concejal Sean Rivera.
And now I would like to welcome again Sean Eloy Rivera.
Why don't we, Esperanza does so much work in this community. It is a better place because of Esperanza and her other community members who are on the built environment team. So let's say a big thank you to Esperanza. All right, thank you so much again for joining us to celebrate this awesome addition to our community. And with that, I'd like to invite my fellow speakers to join me for the official ribbon cutting to open the Landis Bikeway, and then we can ride.